Hey guys, what we have here is a plane is flying as shown in the diagram where theta equals tan inverse 5 over 3. Now what that means is this: tan is opposite over adjacent. So if this is the angle theta here, tan theta equals opposite over adjacent, which is the same thing as rise over run. Take your C quickly. Then what we get here is 4 over 3, rise over run. Now, find the slope of f. The slope is rise over run, which is 4 over 3. Find the equation f of the plane's path. Y minus y1 equals m into x minus x1. Y1, x1 is 0, 0, because we know that it starts off the origin. So also what we got to do here is y minus 0 equals 4 over 3 into x minus 0. Then we're going to get y equals 4 over 3x. Cross multiply the 4. And then we're going to get 3y equals 4x, bring the 4x over the other side, or the 3y over the other side, whichever one you want. Can't go wrong either way. 4x minus 3y equals 0. Right? Now, once we have that done, I reckon the next part is going to be find its closest approach to a point. Okay, so find its perpendicular distance to a point. Okay, so there it is there, right? Now, calculate how close the plane will pass by a tower T. Locate it's 30 kilometers east and 45 kilometers north. So 30 east, 30 across, 45 up is the point 30, 45. Find out its perpendicular distance here. So we know that x1, y1 is 30 and 45. x1 equals 30, y1 equals 45. Okay. The formula of the line is minus 4x plus 3y equals 0. This means A equals minus 4, B equals 3, C equals 0. Okay. Now that that's done, do the distance formula. D equals ax1 plus by1 plus c, all over the square root of a squared plus b squared. Okay? So what we're going to get here is distance equals minus 4 times x1. x1 is 30 plus by1 plus 3 times 45 plus 0, all divided by the square root of minus 4 squared plus 3 squared. And then put that in. What we should get is minus 120 plus 135 is 15. We should get the modulus of 15 divided by 5. The distance is 3 kilometers. Who got 3 kilometers last night? If anybody? Just Kane, Simon, anybody else? Stephen? Okay. Alright guys, any questions on that one? Yeah?
It's just one thing, it's earlier on.
Okay, find the value of A if the point 41 is 2 units from the line AX plus 3Y minus 9 equals 0. Once again, D equals AX1 plus BY1 plus C equal to, and then all over a squared plus b squared. You compare this line here to the line ax plus by plus c equals 0. A equals a, b equals 3, c equals minus 9. This is x1, y1. D equals 2, x1 equals 4, y1 equals 1. Plug everything in. 2 therefore equals a times x1, which is sorry, I'll just tidy up here actually. Okay, it's going to be a times 4 plus by1, 3 times 1 plus c, which is minus 9, and that's going to get us 4a minus 6, all divided by the square root of a squared plus b squared, which is going to be all over a squared plus 3 squared, which is 9. Square both sides. We're going to get 4 equals 4a minus 6 squared divided by a squared plus 9, which is going to be 4a minus 6, 4a minus 6, all over a squared plus 9. Okay, now that that's done, you cross multiply, we get 4a squared plus 36, and we bring that up here, multiply out 16a squared. You're right, it's going to be minus 24a minus 24a, which will give me minus 48a in the middle, and then minus 6 by minus 6 gives me plus 36. Bring it over the other side, the plus 36 cancel. Bring the 4a squared over, we get 0 equals 12a squared minus 48a. I'm going to spin that around because I usually like my variables on the left, no other reason. And what I'm going to do is going to see what comes out of both. We can take out the number 12. 12 is the highest common factor, and a is the letter they have in common. 12a into a minus 4. So there's two different values of a. 12a equals 0. A therefore must equal 0. A minus 4 equals 0. This therefore means a equals 4. Okay. Reread the question. Values. 2 values. I think I'm pretty right. Is there any other questions I'm doing? Huh? What I need to show you here is the following. Shh, guys, you ready? Lads, you ready? Now, the only thing that affects the slope here are these 2 values here. Okay, so if I was to draw out the following lines, 3x minus 4y plus 6 equals 0, and I was to draw out 3x minus 4y minus 6 equals 0. Can anybody actually tell me what is the visual difference between the two of them? I'll show you now. Okay? We're going to do 3x minus 4y plus 6 equals 0. There's that line there. Okay, now I'm going to do 3x minus 4y minus 6 equals 0. What do you know about both lines? Parallel. But when I change the constant value at the end, when I change the c value, it changes where the line is located. So for instance, if I was to predict for me now, where would be the line 3x minus 4y plus 12? Above both lines. Okay, so let's see here. 3x minus 4y plus 12 equals 0. Another line just above it again. Okay? Now, with that in mind, any line that's parallel to this, the only thing that needs to change is the c value. We don't know the equation of the 2 new lines, so what we're going to do is we're going to say this. We're going to say, okay, 3x minus 4y and whatever this value is at the end, because we don't know what it is yet. Now, I also know 2 units from it. Okay, so they have to be 2 units from this line. So we need to find a point on this. We need to find a point on this line. I'm going to tell you now why we need to find a point on this line. We need to find a point on this line because if we find a point on this line, what we're basically looking for is this. There's a parallel line that we know is this here. We're looking for 2 parallel lines, that one of them is above and the other one is below. And what happens is when you measure the distance from here to here, it's 2. The equation we're dealing with always requires us to know the point. So we need to find a point on the middle line. That's what we got to do. So how do you find a point that's on a line? How do you find a point? Make one of them equal 0. Let x equal 0. Then the 4y moves over to the other side. 1 equals 4y. Y equals a quarter. Okay? So it's going to be 0 a quarter is the point on my line. Okay? Now use the D formula, ax1 plus by1 plus c all over the square root of a squared plus b squared. Now let's see what happens here. D equals 2, a is 3, x1 is 0, b is minus 4, excuse me. Okay, b is minus 4, so it's going to be minus 4 times y1, which is minus 4 times a quarter, which is quite convenient for us. And then the c value is going to be k, all over a squared plus b squared, which is going to be 3 squared plus minus 4 squared. Okay, what we're going to get here is 2 equals, that's going to be minus 1 plus k, same thing as k minus 1, all over 5. Two ways of doing this. First way is k minus 1 equals 10. I can say that within this bracket, within the module signs, it either has to be minus 10 or plus 10, because the positive value of both of them is 10. Or you could square both sides and get a quadratic equation, but I'd prefer to do it this way. K minus 1 equals minus 10 and k minus 1 equals 10. This will make k equal to 11 and k equal to minus 11. Now would somebody say minus 9, because it turns into plus 1, minus 9. Now somebody do me a favour here, okay? The favour I want is, can somebody call me out the original equation of this question? What's the original equation? Plus 1 equals 0. Okay, that's it there. Can somebody call me out the same thing? 3x minus 4y. And what did I get? I got minus 9, didn't I? There's that line if I draw it. And finally the other one was plus 11, was it?
Minus 11.
Plus 11. Are they equidistant? Yeah. Okay. So the equation of my two lines are 3x minus 4y plus 11 equals 0, and 3x minus 4y minus 9 equals to 0. Okay guys,